We're going. Morning, Paul. Yep, it's Sunday today. I wasn't going to work on the boat today because it was supposed to be weather forecasters. All this rain was supposed to come, but I think it happened over at the night time. So we've got a bit of a drizzle, but it's the wind's a little bit cooler. It's only what 28, 29 degrees at the moment. So I'm going to end up putting my coving on. So yesterday I didn't actually do any of the coving. I ended up putting this together, which is my navigation center, I guess. So yeah, I've got the cables coming in here. They come up from under, well, they come up from all sorts of places down there, and they go in there, and then this will just here we go. Oh, let's bang it into place. So that'll have a hinge, that'll be hinged there, so we can pull it down and I can get access to the instruments and cables at the back. This here will be just a lift up. What's that called? What's a lift up called? Hinge? It will hinge? Yes, it will have a hinge. And then I can, what I end up doing is I put up my, some of the other electrical stuff will fit underneath there, the AIS, and the brain box for all this side here will sit under there. Good, easy access and that. Yeah, it also means, what else did I do yesterday? Yes, I sort of cut that in yesterday, so we've now got a seat. I can now come down and a little bit more out of the way of the the people behind me coming in and out if they want to. So yeah, so it's all good. So yeah, this morning is just a bit of coving. It'll only take about an hour to do this, I think, and then I can get back and do some office work. That never seems to end. Although today I really want to try and get my second podcast edited, or at least started editing anyway. I finished the first one and that was a real learning curve. Yes, and we'll see what happens this afternoon. Hopefully, yeah, I can be fairly productive. Yesterday was supposed to be a productive day, but it just ended up being a nothing day. It's one of those horrible days where you've got a whole list of things you need to do, but nothing really gets crossed off them. So hopefully today will be a little bit more productive. Productivity is not my strong suit. I tend to just go off in a dreamland somewhere, and before you know it, half an hour has gone by, and I was just like, oh, what have I been doing? A bit like what's it called? Roger. That bloody movie. Oh, what was it called now? Life and Times of Roger. Anyway, that guy that was always daydreaming and worked for Life magazine as a slides photo editor, archivist. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. That's it. What did Roger come out? The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, it's a good movie. But that's me. I'll just zone out and something will happen really, really cool, and then I'll come back to reality and realise that I haven't got as long a day as I thought I had. Anyway, I shall catch you later. GoPro, stop recording. Right, I seldom throw away used sanding discs. There's always something else I can use them for. T60. This is good for epoxy, this one. Just, yeah, some of them are better for woods, and yeah, it's epoxy. So, yeah. So the reason is I don't want to do a good job. I just want to take things off real fast, but not fussed about the quality of it. So I shall cut this down to size. Like so. That'll do. Right, so I'm just going to go sand off all this stuff here. That's a plastic bag I put on there just when I was epoxying it. Epoxy won't stick to plastic, so I just stuck that down on a plastic bag. But the plastic, yeah, made a bit of a mess coming off. So anyway, I shall give that a quick sand. The back of that a sand, quick sand in a few other places, and then we're off to the epoxy. It shouldn't take too long. All these are pretty much used in various stages. So if I'm doing if I want to do a good job, for getting rid of epoxy or not anti-foul, but top coats and that sort of stuff, or wood down real fast. I will use new ones, and then I won't throw them away. I will, once they lose a little bit of their I'll just swap over to another one, and then I'll keep these and use these for sort of jobs like today, not finished jobs. So, which works out well. Right, GoPro, stop recording. Fuck, where did I put my glasses? They're not on my head. Where are my glasses? Did I leave them in? Just make sure this is 100 volts. Yeah, close enough to 100 volts. We'll do with that. Okay, I don't know if that's on or off. Is that on or off? In, out. Okay. Why is it not working? It's not plugged in, maybe? Yeah. Should always plug the lead into the generator. It really helps. This sounds like an emergency sign. Oh no. Oh, this sounds like. Okay, that was just a really quick. Take the lumps off it. So yeah, it's all a bit rough at the moment. It's not something I'm worried about. I end up putting a good couple of coats of this really thick, another type of epoxy primer that the paint I'm going to use sticks to. So that's quite thick. It's also quite soft in terms of sanding. So it ends up all these little bits around here, which you can see all these little lumps and bumps, that all gets filled in with this epoxy primer, and then it gets to sand it. But it's basically a high build primer, easy to sand back. This one here, I'll end up, I will have to fill that up with a bit of micro balloons. But this other stuff, these stuff get a decent cove on them like that, all the way through there. So I just might have to take this bit off. But generally, yeah, and that bit there. But generally, they'll get a nice cove in like that. Same here, they'll get a cove in like that. And yeah, this one's alright, that one's okay. Those two obviously a bit of work on them. This one's going to be alright as well. And that one's okay. These ones are all fine. So yeah. So there we go. That's my job for the next hour. And then yeah, we'll see how we go. Catch you later. GoPro, stop recording! GoPro, stop recording! Hey Paul, good evening. Still the same day, but it's kind of evening time now. I'm just editing your video, and I just thought I would show a little bit what happens. So normally I'll take something on GoPro or whatever, and I just okay, in a normal process, if I'm doing my normal sort of see Japan videos, there's a whole lot of thought that has to go into it. I've got to place all my shots, and I think as I'm going through work, I'm thinking of how I want to put the edit together, that type of thing. With you, I'm just putting the camera out here and just burbling away. I'm not really giving much thought to what's going to happen on screen, just that it doesn't worry me so much. Now, and the editing process for this is just so simple. I'm just stitching all the videos together, and I might do shorten a little bit here and that sort of stuff, but I don't worry about the fluff ups or anything. I'm just putting it all together. So it allows me to do like a 15-minute video. I can edit the whole lot and put it up online within half an hour if I'm lucky. Yeah, most times about half an hour, add a little bit of music or fasting stuff, and it doesn't take long at all. So what I'm going to show you is two screens, I guess. One screen is this one here, which I think I can see there. There we go. That there is using a video editing program. That's 2 minutes worth of video on episode 28, I think, which was just 2 minutes of me anti-fouling and putting it together in a certain way. So there's a lot of work goes into that. That took many hours to do 2 minutes worth of video, compared to your videos, Letters to Paul, which is so great. You know, each one of these here, 1 2 3 4 5 are 5 stop starts. So I say GoPro, start recording. The damn thing just cut out. Then it obviously doesn't know the difference between start recording and stop recording. So anyway, so yeah, so this is your video. It's just 5 sections I put together. I've just jumped them all together. I think I've changed something here just to shorten it or add it. I think I just shortened it by a couple of seconds. I put a little bit of music on here, slowed it up down there. The whole thing's actually taken less than 20 minutes so far. I'm going to put this on here. I'll put the files in and I'll just stick them on the end here, and that's it, all done. Upload and finish it. So yeah, it doesn't take long doing these. It's a lot of fun, and I do watch YouTube channels where they do the same thing. I understand why they do the same thing, and then there's other YouTube channels, sailing channels, that just have production value. It's just way up there, and I understand how long it takes, because as much as that's the sort of video I'd love to do, it just takes so much time. You know, for every minute you watch, you've got at least an hour of editing, and if you've got a 15-minute video, it's just 15 hours. It's a full day, or basically two days work just to put an episode up. So I won't be doing that until I have more time available, whenever that is. However, in the meantime, I'm going to do these little shorts, which are fun, easy to do, don't take up any time, and actually do get my skills as a videoing person, editing person, honed as well, which is kind of cool. Anyway, good night. I hope Sunday was good for you. Nice mellow day with family around and things. Not too much happening. I hope the weather cleared up. It's been this morning I said it was the rain. It all happened last night. I was mistaken. It didn't happen until this afternoon. So that's just how it goes. Anyway, have a good night, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Oh, and the other thing is, I keep saying different ways of saying this camera stop recording, and it's quite surprising how many different ways I can say it and it will still stop recording. So GoPro, stop it recording.